Thanks everyone for joining us today. I'm going to talk about SwaTaleem Foundation, introduce it and what has been done so far, and then talking about our volunteer work. So SwaTaleem Foundation worked toward providing better life opportunities for underrepresented rural adults and girls in India. And SwaTaleem, to achieve this goal, SwaTaleem focuses on creating a replicable and scalable transformational model for KGVB schools in India. And KGVB schools, KGVBs stand for Kasturba Gandhi Balika Vidyalayas, which has been established by the government, Indian government, to provide access to education for most underprivileged girls. The KGVBs were established to tackle the early child marriage in India by keeping girls at school. And it was they were established in the remotest part of India, where minority communities and below poverty line families live. And there are 450,000 girls aged from 10 to 18 years old studying those schools. And the KGVBs focus on providing quality education for the girls. And also they were established in educationally backward blocks in 2004 by the government. So although the KGVBs focus on quality education, providing quality education for the girls, there are gaps between their intended objectives and the reality. There are issues like limited engagement of the parents, limited professional development for the teachers, limited in-service support for them, lack of alignment in the education system, and they all resulting in that girls do not get quality education, although that was the main goal, and so they drop out of the school. What SwaTaleem is trying to do is focusing on providing quality education by improving the social emotional skills of the girls in schools, and also engaging their parents in the education, and also providing professional development for the teachers. And what SwaTaleem has been working on is that working on low resource EdTech programs for the girls. Specifically, these there have been programs during COVID using technology for social impact. So these programs include IVR's program, which is focusing on sending educational content to the girls in the form of contextual stories through an interactive voice response system. And the other one is teacher professional development, which includes a digital component, including online workshops to build their emotional and educational capacity, and a field-based component called the cluster sessions for the teachers. And the other program is Women's Leadership Program, which is focusing on recruiting and creating local women as leaders for the community work. And also Parent Engagement Program is kind of focusing on having parents involved in the education of their daughters by having regular contact with them through calls, and having the conversation about the school issues and the process of the progress of their daughters in school. And also the other program is Digital Engagement Program, which is focusing on social emotional skills, continuing studies, introducing role models, and conducting extracurricular sessions for the girls. So how SwaTaleem is working right now in India is that with 7 full-time members and 70+ volunteers, SwaTaleem is working with SwaTaleem works with 6 schools in 2 districts of Haryana, India, including 30 teachers, 900 girls. And one of the SwaTaleem's impact is that what SwaTaleem focused on in teacher professional development which was SwaTaleem provided activities for the teachers, which were directly relevant to KGBB teachers, their work, and that their training activities kind of complemented the textbooks that teachers used to use in schools for the curriculum. And also the training activities were easily implemented by the teachers in schools, and the teachers feel satisfied in their training, and they are curious to learn more about the trainings and more activities. So some achievements of SwaTaleem is that the first pilot was successfully completed in January 2019 with 90 girls, and SwaTaleem signed a government signed a memorandum of understanding with the government, and SwaTaleem is part of 4 international accelerators. We attended key conferences, international conferences like CIES and AERA to back the evidence-based research. We also were established in India and US for proper tax exemption. We formed national, international, and academic and nonprofit partnerships. We won several grants like US federal grant and EdTech grant from University of Illinois. We raised 55K plus USD through retail crowdfunding, and we have received competitive international awards for our work. So moving forward to our volunteers work, because we believe that volunteering is the core of our work. We have 70 plus volunteers who are engaged in different activities and different areas like the social media, graphic design, fundraising, website development, research and design. They are from different parts of the world like India, US, Germany, Iran. More than 50% of our volunteers are women. So these are some examples of our social media done by our volunteers. This is a page from our website, SwaTaleem's website, SwaTaleem's Facebook page, and the Twitter page. So because we want to hear our volunteers' voices, we conduct dissemination sessions for our volunteers every year. There was one that we conducted in 2021, and it was a panel discussion talking about why do we volunteer and have the volunteers to share their experiences and their motivation. And from what they shared with SwaTaleem, a lot of the volunteers, their motivation was that they do identify with the cause, and which is focusing on improving education and decreasing the child marriage. So during COVID, we had some different programs like parental engagement program that was introduced, and it was fully volunteers engaged program. We have also regular meetings and calls with our volunteers, like every week or bi-weekly, depending on their areas of work and their needs. So some testimonials from our volunteers. Ankur Gupta said, "I believe access to quality education is a fundamental right. I would like to be part of this cause in enabling the girls in their journey to a better future." Hemang Sirkishan said, "I believe everyone needs good education, and SwaTaleem is trying to make that happen for marginalized girls, so I want to support." So because we believe that volunteers are our major strength, we want to keep in touch with them, and we are planning to conduct the SwaTaleem town hall to be able to directly speak to the volunteers. So if you're interested in joining our team, having a conversation with us, and have an engagement with the KGBB schools, you can reach out to us. I'm going to put the link in the chat, which is a form. You can fill out the form and let us know if you're interested. And also, if you would like to reach out to us, you can check out our website, swataleem.org, or you can reach out to us through this emails. The second one is my email address, or like Ashley's email address, with working with the volunteering program.